As the guilt rises, hard, family, friends, kindness, love, hold that darkness in time you look at pain to come, happen, and it's starting to get pained environment. This slander, no longer self one staying night. Rumors you've heard of a army, an organization so much larger than yourself, something you can safe place where your loved ones, friends can't can't be hurt anymore, can't be involved. Up your items, good stuff. Came out, slink off. Maybe this pain, abandonment, far less. Found out the truth. Rather large. Back once, reflecting off the great clock. About reaching one now. Final look. And away. Off. Last heard. Primal. Not being exactly a great navigator. Fairly safe. Especially with your presence and your belief. Locals guide you on your happens for the first few days. Quiet, pleasant experience. Fairly well known. Verdanic river. Eventually, you make your way to Great Clef, where the full coin trade table. Very beautiful. Past west of the left. Plank shines, however, towards the cleft. Almost like a cave face. Above it, strangely, passage curved open, above in the rocks, carved behind it. The symbol of Azenra. Perhaps a street leaving them, sorry. It's a vision. Approach.
Yeah, I would.
You head over. It's a very neatly out rocky. I think would be a jagged rock. Though the lighting is able to see well. Seems to be more of a mistake as the cave gets tighter and tighter until about 5 feet wide and enough for exactly welcoming. Make your way inside. start to change rhythm, pattern. Ahead of you, right turn.
Can I walk? Okay. Does it seem like it seems like man-made, or is it more unnatural?
Very, it's handmade. It's
Mm-hmm.
carved out.
Mm-hmm.
Faint.
Do I still hear like the music, and or is it getting weaker, or?
Yes.
Mm. Can I see like? Mm. Yeah. Okay. I think I'll take a walk around and see if I can find anything more that relates to this.
don't mind us. We're not here.
No, just two ghosts passing by.
Following her.
Does it look like she's not seeing me? Is it like
Can't see.
okay? Can I hear any sounds from her, or is it just I can see her lips moving? Is there anything I can touch or interact
Moving
with?
in front of you as you reach out to, like,
Does it feel wrong? Like in me being here, does it feel like I'm being tricked or
okay. That in itself is another check.
mm-hmm.
someone you recognise, a significant, preferably a 21-year-old, comes out to greet some sort of messenger, trader, and as he extends his hand, you watch the trader pulls him closer and sticks his body, and then
Okay, so Sandra is
metal.
Mm-hmm. Can I try to spin it?
Twist it.
Mm-hmm.
Hear a soft, crunching sound of
Mm. And I spin it again. I walk towards the new entrance I found. Do I have this? Do I have like the still the same feeling from here in general?
Still a very elegant, precious place.
Mm-hmm.
Still almost way
Mm-hmm.
excited.
Frightened.
Excited.
I didn't hear what you said. You said, what did I feel?
Excited.
Excited. Yeah, sure. Thanks. Just a dead end.
Right. Now it's so much more town. Stump, sorry. Stump that surrounds the village is a massive hole. Rough looking and charging in. Just before the act of anyone that's hurt the imp.
Mm. That was northward, right?
That was, yeah. As you left, there's this crowd around something. They were very sad as part way small grave on the capstone.
Mm.
Once more northward, you blinding light shining this direction. Right.
Mm-hmm. Do I get the feeling of it being like menacing or?
Quite inviting, pleasant. Trying to look, can't really see the archway. You can see the archway above it.
Mm.
Clerical. Right at the top is just the.
Is there any other writings I like recognize, or is it just runes?
For me, other really nice. You learn
Sweet.
a spell. No. So the descriptions are for the tongue of common, tongue of
Mm.
name of it lost. Essentially, you remember from some book. Essentially, it's words like love,
Mm.
general words.
Mm.
Large dome, hollowed out, curved, smooth, circular. Very end of it. Again, it looks larger. Behind that, throne made out of basic and flanking either side of the chair is just curled up, alive and breathing. As you step towards throne, this bright light figure. Hard to look at, but you get a sense of femininity.
I kneel.
Station smile, head, soft chuckle, a whisper. Forth and prove your faith. Lies, if untrue, will cause harm.
At the last sentence, I feel terrified. But I step up.
As you step forth, two very like hands, girly, towards your face and take your face in gentle embrace. Warm, very warm, very delicate. No physical presence. There's no physical touch. It's just feeling like there is something. As their hands come up, stroking across your face, you feel that first you sort of flinch. Looks like you think thumbs are coming up to almost push your eyes in, over your eyes, and head just sort of, your head feels like it explodes into a white light. He pulled out a looking overlook of Rosewatch. Then splits two. So you can just see the general life walking around splits into four. In the fourth one in the top left, it looks no one's really walking around and upset. Splits into eight. It's hard because trying to focus on each one, but there's so many. And it seems the more that split out, the top left, the northwest versions of this Rosewatch seem to be getting darker. Hear the voice again. Pause. True. Not let it die. West. Rosewatch. With you. And pretty much slam back into your own body as you come from this upper position right into yourself. Sort of jolt back for a second. Hands come away from your face. Wolves are now on their haunches, snarling for some reason. But fine figure puts out their hands. Start to calm down. I'd expect you to do it alone. Expect you to without greatest. That's why I grant you my powers. Feel a very strong force inside you. And a power. It's inspiring. It's so aggressive in its nature. It's like a new strength, not just physical, but mental and a new ability coming forth. And as you feel back again, your head starts to spin. It starts to get smaller and smaller. As your vision settles again, golden figure gets smaller as well. Just disappear, they fade. Left cave, cavern. Not so smooth anymore. Stalagmites and lights around. However, there is still the altar in front of you. There's a bust of looks like a lady. That lady appears to be a piece of armor. silver and platinum mixed together lets off a radiant, soft radiant light about 10 feet in front of it. And right in the chest is a circle head. Behind that, spears.
I go up to it, and and I approach it slowly.
Okay. Like a magnet, you can see it's now shaking on the first tool. Seems to be attracted to your presence.
I put my hands on it.
Hands on it. In martial terms, you know this to be splint armor. However, seems to have other qualities.
I lift it off.
Lift it off.
And do I feel safe enough here to sit down with it?
Yeah.
I do so and try to focus on it.
Spend some time with it.
I try to think of their words, and I try to think about the forgiveness I seek,
So
maybe from myself.
you start to think about it, and you hear, and you rest, and hear like a mix of what someone once said to you. Once when you were a child, you weren't particularly feeling well or were upset. And one of the local priests imparted just some random man chance, but this is stuck. Mentioned how others may not always see the light in you, but actions, way, presence, not others' perception. Like you're right. You're thinking about that. You feel like this armor is a way of representing your inner self rather than what's on the outside. This is the true reflection of what.
I done it when I feel like I've connected to it.
Put it on. For all intents and purposes, it's light up to 50 feet. Bright. Use whether it's bright or dim light. It's splint, so it's 17. Seems very, very expensive.
Yeah. I leave my old armor behind on the altar. And then I leave.
Turn around. And Age is navigating back through the main. Out. Walk away and self back into the forest. Touch your holy symbol once more. Look back and face is gone. Just a plain cave, yet you're still wearing this armor.
I feel answered in a way I haven't felt for a while.
Reflecting this. Wait!
I'm sorry?
Wait!
What?
Look around, you see the gnome. About 5 feet off, looking at you. You're alright.
I think so.
Don't look alright.
I don't?
No, you You're out in the stars. You been snorting some of that hashka?
Um,
You got any?
no.
Oh,
Um,
I made it Singorn. You?
I yeah, I think so.
Alright. What they say, safety in numbers, come on.
I start just walking a bit baffled and on guard.
So, you walk out of that cave. Alright, you something happening there?
Um, I I'm not sure what happened.
Sure you ain't got any for me.
If if you're if you're referring to the blessing, I can bless you. That's what I can do.
He squints his eyes. I don't think we're talking about the same.
It's very possible.
Watches his eyes go from your eyes to your inspecting. Right. Well, I'll tell you this. Clean up your act before you meet the elves a bit.
Yeah. I try to shake my head a bit and try to get come out of it, like back to the real world a bit.
Finds trodden path. There's like what I found. A bunch of them. 7 gnomes in total. So there's 3 women, 2 children.
Do they look like healthy and
Yeah, they look pretty healthy. One's elderly side, but elderly side of a gnome. Um, in your sort of years, you'd say he's maybe 50,
mm-hmm.
getting on there, but he's still sprue enough. They're in a cart, and he goes, "Yeah, I found her over there. She's I don't know if she's got any problems, but alright." The old man adjusts his glasses and looks at you. Oh, she'll be alright.
Greetings.
Uh, just gotta say, you ain't got any illegals on you, have you? Because like we're heading to Singorn. Elves are a bit checky. Check your body.
No, nothing. I promise.
Alright, hop on. And you can see there on got this quite a fancy cart. It looks it's got quite elongated and it's got a little carriage in the middle. The end is space for looks like they've put a few trunks up there, like chests.
Mm-hmm. And it's dragged by some kind of beast of burden, or
Yes,
is
it's
it
dragged. You can see it's dragged by 2 horses,
okay?
and you can see that the children currently main area carriage, and they're pressed up against you, by sort of gleaming.
I wave a bit.
One sort of ducks down, the other 2 smile brightly.
I I get on the I go where they point me to go.
Sort of usher you into the carriage, and kids start incessantly asking questions about you, about your armor, same with your hair. Very excitable. And you can hear outside. After about 5 minutes, they're sort of watching you with the children at first. After they see near them outside, sort of see that finding a childminder out there. Carry on, head towards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I talk to the children and I talk about the forest, and I talk about the like not about like my god
Mhm.
like per se, but more about like good nature and being kind and just positive traits.
Yeah, you gather from their nature that although they're not mean spirited, definitely their family are definitely not mean spirited, but they're definitely chaotic. Like they're like to indulge, um, maybe at the expense of people sometimes. But so far they've treated you well.
I I make sure to share what I have if we're like eating something, even though they might seem that they have. I at least try to share.
Of do you have rations?
Mm-hmm.
About 3-4 days journey. Get to know. Yeah, they just seem like a family of people headed to interesting dynamic that they like to travel between towns. As you get up towards beautiful city, large towers, shimmering light, great great gates that surround it. Another gate. One of the guards. The armor's very very. It's very bright and very showman. However, it does look like it has a very practical purpose.
Mm.
He walks up to the gnomes. The exchange coin. Everyone's like sort of asked to get out.
Yeah, get out.
Search through the thing. You see he opens up the chest. One of the chests in the back, and he throws on the ground. Change a bit of coin that maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then it's sort of like pats him on the back, smiles, and he's also a bit of a disgusted look. Okay. Gates raise.
Mm.
Yeah, the gnome that caught you sort of wondering about. Uh, Glad you came with us and all. Home. Do you have anywhere to stay? Do you know anyone? Thingorn?
Uh, oh, do you know where the army is?
Army? Or which army are you speaking about?
Do I know?
Um, roll uh a history check. Okay, yeah, so you actually know its name. The
Mm-hmm.
United Gnome Summation.
Mm.
And like, oh well, won't find them here, but I'm sure you could maybe find a conscript or someone that could get you over there. Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, hang on. He jumps out. So he come.
I follow.
And he walks over to one of the guards and he goes, "This yeah, fine lady here. She wants to join the No Army." Guard looks. In alliance. Yeah. Come on. If you look after her, he puts out a gold and puts. Look after her. Get her where she needs to be. Right? Yeah, sure. Yeah. Go over to that man. He'll sort you out.
Thank you so much for everything.
Uh, good guest and just paying you for your babysitting.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah, walk with a blessing.
Keep off the funny stuff. Joins his family. guard looks over to you. Down. See like a self-doubt on his face as he eyes over your armor, but looks at his own. Army.
The Alliance. Yes.
That's what I said. Yes, we can do that. We have several conscripts in the town, in the village, in the city. With me.
Mm-hmm.
Over to the guard tower. He's like, I'm taking this individual. Help join the alliance. Of most important. Staying on, taking the other. Yeah. He starts taking you deeper into Singorn. Start heading through different sections. Khan Ward, as depicted by a elegant, almost like heading into town. It's got town. This says Khan Ward. This is a sort of a central commerce district surrounding a lake. And this is unlike any other sort of expect a market to be. There's no like huge markets, everyone's screaming at each other. It all seems very reserved. The only place you really hear commerce coming out of or talking coming out of is eating. Taverns and all that kind of thing. So it's not actually a ruckus, it's a vibe. Head on them over to a very small, ran down shack. Or I wish I could say the alliance is well supported, but funding has been cut. But you will find everything you need. Up and opens the inside is better outside, and you can off. Apparently, that there he's got hands in his face. Looks extremely bored, and as the door opens, his eyes sort of wide. Yes, you here to join?
Yes, I am.
Quickly. Yes. He thanks the guard. They've conducted business. Good. It's been so long. I didn't expect to see a human. You're from here?
I wanna serve where I can.
Sorry. Yeah.
I wanna serve where I can.
Yes. Well, we can get you signed up and get you there. Now, you understand, when you first join, there will not be much pay, but you can rise through the ranks. Willingness and all that sort. Have any special about this ledger? The desk slams open. Goes through about 3/4 of the book before the page.
I'm skilled at healing.
Oh yes, brilliant. Need a skilled healer. Write that down. And evidently you prepare for yourself. Weapon.
Yes.
What training would you need?
I think I most need an introduction to the alliance and some combat training is always good.
Yes. That's straight here in. No, we'll ship you off with the newest batch, and you can get training. Yeah, they will give you training over there. I promise.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Excellent. Out this keychain, it fits with it, and off a key, gives it to you. Upstairs is a room. We will be leaving tomorrow at noon, but there will be breakfast served here. Need it, and also there will be a wake-up call if you're time. Don't drink too heavily. Don't upset the quartermaster.
No, that is fine. Do you provide rations, for example, or can I stock up somewhere?
For free? No, not unfortunately, not as well supported, but we do have rations that per purchase. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Anywhere I can stock up, and I have gold to pay.
What do you need?
Some rations
That's all.
for the road. Yes. If you can't think of something else, I should bring.
Probably not. Actually, you just sleep on the ground sometimes. There are not taverns everywhere with bedrolls we provide. It's boring camping sometimes. We have books.
I need to see what I have in my pack. Brace pack. Yeah, a bedroll would be
Yes.
good.
Considering you're conscripting, to offer it for 5 silver.
Yes, that is good. And some rations.
How many will you?
How long is the travel?
Well, meal will be provided for.
Mm. Uh, I'd say how much for them?
Script's discount of 2 silver.
Okay, let's say 5.
5 rations, yes.
Yes. Mm.
It's 1 gold and 5 silver so far.
Yeah. And you said books?
Yes, we have fiction, non-fiction. What
I'd say something about the local history, maybe.
of Singorn?
Yeah, that would be
Yes.
nice. Yeah.
Plenty of those. Those elves are very vain. He walks off, seemingly just assuming that you're done shopping now.
Mm-hmm.
Grabs ration, grabs bedroll, puts the rations inside the bedroll, comes up and puts. The book will be uh, 7 silver. I'll give you 2
Thank you. That sounds good.
trade over.
Mm-hmm. So much do you say? 7?
7 silver for both books.
Yep. Cool.
Anything you wish to do while you're in Singorn?
No. No, is it like is it afternoon or is it what time is it? Kind of.
Around 4 p.m.
Hmm. No, I just want to wander around and admire the beauty. But not too far though, but just take a look before I leave.
As you're walking around, you seem wary, but wearing such finery
Mm-hmm.
seems that aren't really appreciated.
No. I try to keep my distance so I don't so I don't end up in any kind of trouble.
You just go around and
Mm-hmm.
forgot about the Khan ward is um it's filled with sort of gentle. There are kids about having fun, but you can see them that's trying to restrict the amount of noise. Very well controlled. Still, it seemed happy enough. There's a occasionally you hear this very pleasant elven singing, almost like a bird call. Elves and half elves sing to each other every now and then in this language.
Mm-hmm.
As it gets to around 6 or 7 o'clock, drastically sudden, there are elves, rich, common sorts just coming out. Market starts to louder and uproar a bit, trading to hours,
Mm-hmm.
and calling across to the others, uh, women trying to peddle pleasant embroidery off to men, maybe for their wives or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's organized, but very hectic. But it's weird, like where you're from, it's quiet and trade is done very civilized, whereas this is, even for elves, crazy. But nothing particularly interesting happens. It's a night.
Mm-hmm. So I head back and I get ready for bed and I make my prayers and yeah, go to bed.
Weird. As you sleep, you feel the connection to it. It almost feels wrong not having it on.
Mm.
Get into bed itself. Quite easily.
Mm.
Wake, a loud bang. You can hear a lot of hurried footsteps. Banging again. They're giving you about 3 seconds between time they knock.
I get up and through the door I'm like, yeah, what is it?
Yeah, it's just the man with sort of skin, not half orc type, but strange. Almost got to be here if he did.
Mm-hmm.
Your wake up call for the cart. It's noon now. You need to go. Everyone,
Oh, I'm so sorry. I make myself ready quickly.
you need uh sort of backs out of it and off, nervous around. Just,
Okay.
He thinks you're pretty.
I get into my armor and I pack up my stuff.
that man is down at the end of the day, going through checking it's all.
Mm.
And you head down, and you can see about 3 carts full of just an amalgamation of races. However, you see the back cart, everyone in it looks really, really pissed off and angry, whereas the other two somewhat pleasant. And you see the wolf. Yes. So you want to go in one of the front two. Back one is for the convict.
Oh, yeah, yes. I quickly hurry up front.
Hands shaking, getting there and well, get up to the second cart. Someone quite with a hand pulls you up. Look at your armor. They nod at you. Pressed.
I nod back.
Yeah, you head off on the journey.
Yep.
A bit of a time skip.
Mm-hmm.
Journey was not fraught with peril. You got very easily. It seems no bandits want to attack 3 carts full of soldier ready.
Mm-hmm.
And once you got there, understandable. There's a slight disappointment that the training you received was a man came up to you, gave you a spear, held it correctly. That was it.
Oh, okay.
See that you had the weapon in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Hit you or anyone else with it?
Yeah.
Pleased. First month is boring. Marching, stop. Quickly build a camp. Day for a day. When you finish the camp, you all pack up and you. Not fun. Definitely better than. Decidedly better. Pressure. Everyday life.
Mm-hmm.
Back home. Nothing really exciting happens until about 2 months in. One of your superior officers, sergeant, is looking over them. You pulls you closer. Explains to you that army's very expensive. That taxes need to be collected, and this next site might be difficult to see. Rounds up a few other men. Not pleasant men at all. See that most of them bear whip marks, burn marks on their face. Often common punishment crimes. Some of them are missing fingers. Trying not to be too judgy, but they're obviously not a finer society.
Yeah.
One of them sort of comes up close. He's like, "So it's your first time, is it?"
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't know what first time, but yes.
Yeah, we're gonna catch those gnolls.
Oh yeah. Yes. Yeah, it is.
Alright, let's go. They mount up on horses. They get you up on a horse. Seeing that you're not too well versed in it, tether you to better riders.
Mm-hmm.
And you come across this small farmstead. It's about 6-7 huts per farm, and you can see as you go up with the man at the front, the sergeant, you go up over to the farmer. Farmer looks about 30. He's got very coarse hands. He's obviously been doing his job his entire life.
Mm-hmm.
Pulls out this sack, hands it to the sergeant. Sergeant looks in it. Doesn't look very pleased. Having a bit of an argument. Farmer looks resigned. And he heads back inside and pulls out more. And this actually seems to piss off the sergeant even more. Ends it straight away.
Mm-hmm.
And you watch as then backhands the farmer. The farmer sort of side, and he starts storming off towards the house. You
the sergeant or the
sergeant. The rest of the soldiers are now jumping off their horses and just following him up.
I go off and I follow, but I go up to the man that got beaten.
Like, yeah, I was a bit, and he's like, "No, it's in the house. They're getting it in the house. It's fine."
No, I'm not gonna hurt you.
Doesn't seem on shaking and covering his face. Please, just take it and leave. Don't hurt anyone.
No, I don't want to hurt you. I move up to the house.
Yeah. You can see they've just forced their way in. They're currently just looting. No, in broad terms, they're just blatantly looting the place.
I just look around and say, "What are you doing?"
Well, taxes. Need taxes for the army.
And this is the way you collect?
They don't pay us enough, yeah. We've got a quota to meet.
So you go and rob people who are living a hard life.
Sort of look at you.
This is nothing but a robbery.
Alright, we'll leave the gold if you can pay up front.
What do you want?
Got a quota. 25 gold we gotta get.
I don't have that money.
Grins. Well, looks like we need it then, doesn't it?
Be kind.
The men start to crack smiles now. Sergeant then comes over to you and goes, or what?
Or nothing. It's a choice.
Friends, boys, teammates, sneers, and walks back in and starts to take things.
I take a deep breath. I'm not feeling good at all. And I go in and try to just stop them.
Roll me athletics. Here we go. DM's first roll.
Hilda still remains.
Yeah. Just Luke catches his arm and he turns around and goes to hit you and you grab it. Red in the face. So embarrassing for him, especially in front of him. They start to laugh at him.
Don't you lift your hand against the faithful?
Trying to break out of it. So easy. Oh, just you wait. Tenant will hear about this.
Okay. You're not scaring me.
Pulls his hands away and starts out of the current hut. The rest of them look at you.
What are you staring at?
Nod, walk out.
I breathe out and just shaking a bit, but try to hide it.
Roll me a deception.
Sweet.
As you see comes out of the bedroom. You see she's trying to pull up like a shirt. Comes over to you. Doesn't look like she knows. Got these tears streaming down her face. She just puts her hands on the plate, crying.
I hold her if she lets me to.
Yeah, she seems being another lady, and from your obvious tough guy act, but without being able to hold it, evidently see that you're not used to being a ruffian.
No.
She lets it out. It's kind of awkward towards the end. It lasts a bit too long.
Mm-hmm. I just say, I'm so sorry.
Thank
I can't do much, but I can try to do that, at least.
And you know. And after a while, you hear footsteps. Soul just comes up and boss wants to go.
I nod and I look at the farmers and I nod to them too. Blessings be upon you.
Back, you still seem a bit shaken, act maybe not convinced. And you head on down, and as you walk past the soldier, you watch as he like off, off behind you. Horses. Head on.
Mm-hmm.
And that takes us the rest of your journey with.
Yeah.
You quickly earn a good name or yourself a good name in the surround yourself with similar people. The pay isn't great, but the work you're doing often find yourself see that it's like factions, better factions seem to often send some of their more stronger individuals off on these raids,
Mm.
try and stop it.